Oh, I
Lavender, lavender, lavender.
Oh, welcome to a little lavender. Let's just do a little bit of a neck roll. If you're listening and not watching, I'm rolling my neck. It's the holidays. Stressful time for many, yes. Why am I hearing things on the other side? Should be silence. I say silence. Today we'll take a brief moment and we'll delve inside. Relax the stress. Kevin Zucker. We'll take a breath. Deep breath now. And hold. And exhale. Oh, yes. You feel that? You should feel that in your taint as you exhale. We'll do one more. We're going to practice deflection today. When toxicity comes your way and stressful shopping habits of most people, you just deflect them. And after this meditation, you'll become abundantly full of love and kindness, and tolerance and patience, but boundaries. And I think we'll leave it at that. Yes, right. Okay. If you're still watching the podcast, then
we lost two people.
The meditation didn't work.
We lost two people during the meditation.
That's fantastic. You know, if you pay attention to ratings and followers, then we should probably just not do this thing anymore.
Well, if we had a real radio program, it would be very different than this fake podcast stuff.
Oh my God, I'd be fired, man. They wouldn't have me do a meditation. I've got no business doing meditation.
I think you do. You have this one. You become one with the taint.
Hey, Kevin, what's up, buddy?
Hi, Michael.
Long time no see.
How are you? Haven't seen you in a minute, right?
Yeah, I saw you last night. It was kind of nice. Brief, though. I like your Irish exit. Is that what they call that? When you don't say goodbye, you just sneak out?
Well, I don't know
Irish
what it's
goodbye.
called.
Irish goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we Google it? That kind of racist.
Do you have Irish in you? I mean, you are a ginger.
Like a little? No, I don't have any Irish
That's
in me.
freaking weird.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Patrick? Yeah, man. Happy holidays to you, my friend.
I have a little Viking in me.
Yeah, I bet you do. How tall is he? Dora.
Wonga.
Hey, man, you're performing this week, right? At the Dennis Bono Christmas show, right?
Who is Dora?
No, you, the Docksiders.
Kevin Zucker? Yeah, the Docksiders were asked to perform at the Dennis Bono Christmas extravaganza.
Dora and I have a date. We're going to go grab lunch, and then we're going to be in the audience booing you. Well, she won't. She'll support you, but I will be the one booing. Out of 400 people, I'll be the one making the ooh sound.
Well, my wife is the one singing today, so you really know how to make a woman feel good by booing her.
Oh, she's going to... Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we try to alternate. You know, we don't want people to get too sick of the bald redhead, so we bring out the pretty brunette every once in a while to
they don't know you're bald.
Really impress the audience.
Your audience doesn't know. They come in from out of town. They don't know you from Adam, and they see you wearing a captain's hat. They can't tell you're bald.
Well, I do. I don't wear the captain's hat all the time anymore.
Oh, you don't? You've been alternating. Oh, because of the mundaneness. You're avoiding. You don't want to be mundane. You want to.
No, we believe in changing things up, and really come in and they see me without the captain's hat, and they go, "Wow, it's a new guy."
So this is your idea of upgrading the production value, like you
right.
Mix it up. Wow. It's
Some
good.
people choose to do an acoustic version of the same
Some
song.
people call me Space Cowboy.
Other people change up the look.
Man, dude, nice party last night.
Hey, tell me something before we get
Let me
there.
ask you something. Yeah, go ahead. You first. No, I'll go. No, you go. When you merge on the freeway?
Dates on the books?
Say what?
Any Reckless in Vegas dates you want to talk
I
about?
got some stuff cooking. I don't know. I'm thinking, we may make an appearance in March or April for the first. That'll be the first little sneak peek. But I do plan on doing some performances from the studio because of our cool camera system that we're very close to getting figured out. What a nightmare. Hey, if anybody's watching this knows a really good video guy, NDI cameras, streaming, all that AI controlling, whatever, hit me up. Private message me. So, yeah. What about you? You got a lot of stuff cooking. I just heard you overheard you saying you picked up Nashville with a Florida date, or
We're not really able to discuss new dates yet because
I'm sorry, my
officially
apologies.
put on sale and all those things can change.
Hey, listen, speaking of dates, you guys, you know what? Michael's career is like a magic trick. It just disappeared. It's great. It's good. Hey, you in the front audience there. Hey, listen, Murray Sawchuk here, celebrity magician. I'm actually want to put a little more emphasis on my comedy. I'm actually a comedy magician. A lot of people don't know that because I'm not that funny. But up in Canada, about my mom says it's great. I'm just great. My mom's my biggest fan. I love my mom. She can take her teeth out, right? Anyway, so moving on. Listen, guys, the podcast sucks, okay? I want you to know. I love your tenacity, your ability to endure your own bullshit, but really, it's not very entertaining. I'm Murray Sawchuk. Come see my new show over at the Stratosphere. I'll be opening up in January. Okay, you guys. All right, I'm going to disappear now. Watch this. Ready? 1, 2. I kind of got a little bit of Murray going there. It was not bad, right?
Did you see Murray last night?
I didn't see Murray. Did Murray show up at the party?
He and his mom were there. Yeah.
Oh no, I saw them at a different party on Saturday. And I snuggled with mom. I love her. She's great.
I do love Murray's mom too. She's great. The best. So tell me what you've been up to. What have you been up to since I talked to you last week?
I've been trying to make this little mini noose so I can hang myself. Yeah.
Wow.
Tell your mom hi. Is that Margot?
That's my buddy Froggy. Froggy was on our podcast.
Oh, that's right. I thought it was Christopher Cross's.
And he sent me a note last week saying he wanted to be on the podcast again.
Really? Do we haven't done repeats yet?
We haven't had a repeat yet.
Brian's worthy.
The first. He's
worthy. I like him.
Absolutely.
I enjoyed my 8 minutes of time with him.
Froggy, check your email. We're going to send you an invite for another episode.
Froggy, check your invite. Check your invite. Check your email for an invite.
Check your email for an invite. Hey, there's something I want to talk about. I prepared some charts today.
Oh, are we going to talk about Yacht Rock?
Nope. We're not going to talk about Yacht Rock.
Oh, okay.
I came up with something kind of interesting to talk about, and it's a really kind of interesting comparison. I put some time in, okay? So just I wanted to share this chart with you and our audience, and then I wanted to talk about it. Okay,
and feel free, audience, please chime in.
Shut the fuck up! I'm still talking. Listen, I want to be able to show this chart, and then I want to open the dialogue up between you and I
first
and our audience. Like I said, you didn't have to go back and reiterate to the fucking 2 people that are watching that they could also chime in.
You're very negative, man.
I'm not. I'm
bro.
super
The
happy.
vibe, man.
I'm super happy today.
When's the last time you watched the intro to the show? It talks about toxic masculinity. Man, you were oozing it, bro. You're being aggressive.
Toxicity?
Yeah, chill out, man.
Stop using all these. So stop using all these buzzwords.
It's on I watched it on the intro.
Okay, are you ready for my chart? I'm just fucking around. Are you ready for my first chart?
Well, I'm a little in the dark here. I need a little more. No,
I got right. Like this is going to stem a real
the suspense.
Yeah. Base suspension.
You guys are a couple of morons. Anyway, so
chart 1. This is the Billboard chart of today's Hot 100 Top 10 songs
today.
Now, this is an actually really cool chart, I think, for a lot of reasons. Let's talk about this. Squabble Up is number 10. I couldn't fit the whole thing on the thing. That's by this artist named Kendrick Lamar. Now, if you look, Kendrick Lamar's got spot 10, spot 8, and spot 7, which I think is just bullshit. But anyways, if you look at Shabuzi, I mean, like these fucking whatever these things are. Then you got the Die with a Smile, the Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. But look at 5, Burl Ives and Holly Jolly Christmas.
I don't know who that is.
Burl Ives. He's like the guy from the Rudolph the Reindeer claymation stuff from the 60s and 70s that we watched. Look at Wham! And Last Christmas, Jingle Bell Rock, Bobby Helms, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, Brenda Lee. And come on, number one, we all know this, Mariah Carey and her Christmas anthem. Let's just talk about this. Now, we all know that terrestrial radio goes to Christmas music this time of year, but just look at how these old songs are dominating the Billboard Hot 100 charts. Is that interesting to you?
I don't know a lot of new Christmas songs that are really great that can replace the classics. I don't know, man. I don't know a lot of those artists. I don't really know. Why is that interesting to you, Kevin?
It's interesting because that music is
thank you,
Brian. Check your text message for my address. I'll send it ASAP, please. That'd be great.
Yeah, I can see the kind of masseuse Brian was saying. Why you not get hot? Why you not come? Anyway, so
wow,
that was pretty bad. Yeah,
that was. We're going long and deep.
Gonna take us down
like a Patrick Mahomes touchdown.
I want to say this though. So far, you've got 7 F-bombs to my 0, buddy. I don't know what's going on with you.
Are you telling?
Am I what?
Are you tallying the F-bombs that I dropped today?
I'm just I don't know.
Did I really drop 7 already?
Yeah, man. Wait till I hear from Dora. I'm gonna go. She's probably not gonna watch your show, your performance now. So
okay, so hold on. I need to apologize directly to.
Thank you very much.
3 people that are watching right now. If I offended any one of you, I am really sorry, and I will watch my fucking mouth moving forward. Trust me.
You learn how to fake sincerity, and you got to make Kevin Zucker.
Right,
Sinatra. Okay, go back up.
I find this interesting because I didn't want to bring on another slide in this particular year because it went from position 11 through almost like 30 that were other really famous Christmas songs. But how this Luther, TV Off, A Bar Song, and Squabble Up snuck through into the top 10.
Pause for a second. Put that back up for a second.
Yeah, well, pretty much every radio station is playing Christmas. How does that happen?
Can you tell me something here? So what's the weeks on chart? Does that include every year that song's been out? Is that why it's got a totality of 62 weeks on the charts?
It's got to be more than 62 weeks on the charts, right? 50 weeks is a year. So how has Brenda Lee's classic Christmas song, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, been only on the charts 62 weeks since it came out?
What else could that number be, though? That's what it is. I mean, think about it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll tell you why. Because how old's the song? The song's probably 50 years old. So it
was recorded in 1913.
Okay, well, since radio has been a thing and they've been charting, I mean, she's had 62 Christmas seasons. She's been in the charts. That makes sense. That's not too far-fetched. That's so 60 you think years.
It's only charted for the Christmas week?
I think so, yeah. Well, you're not going to play that song in March.
They play Christmas music on radio from Halloween.
Oh, bullshit.
Stations change over for Halloween. It's really interesting.
Okay, so they get 3. They get a possibility of maybe 8 to 12 weeks then each season, right?
Correct. That's my guess. So I don't know if that's an accurate number. Anyway, there's a secondary chart that I want to bring up.
Yeah.
And show. Now this is from 1984. And granted, I'm not comparing the same week of the year to the same week of the year. So it's not like an apple to apple comparison. It's just I want to see if you can figure out where I'm going with showing you this next chart. This is November 17th, 84. Wake Me Up Before You Go, Purple Rain, Caribbean Queen, I Feel For You, I Just Called to Say I Love You, Out of Touch, Better Be Good to Me, Strut, All Through the Night, Penny Lover. That's the top 10 songs in that week. And I would be very hard-pressed to say that any one of those songs aren't legacy songs. All of those songs will be around for the rest of time.
Okay.
They will outlive us, right?
What's your point?
My point is, look at songs 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Why didn't you compare? Is this from November or is this from today?
Are you fucking telling me that this song called A Bar Song, Tipsy, by Shabuzi is going to be with children? I mean, but that's my point of what I'm trying to get to about this. And then look what rounds up the top 20. I mean, these songs are massive hit songs.
It's the degradation of quality.
Today's music Fill in the blank. Today's music. Hey, people that are watching, fill in the blank. Today's music, what? Put a comment in the freaking comment box. We're asking for your help right now. Fill in that blank for us. What is today's music? I know what I would like to say.
So they did a study on this, and they went back to all these great songs, and there was a generation, and going back, there were so many songs about love, right? That's the number one thing, right? In relationships, in joy and positivity, and now like the top 10 songs they've got. Yeah, there you go. Brian's got the right word. So does Patrick. You were thinking
What is
Patrick's
the right
word. Patrick
okay,
says sucks. Brian says garbage. But is that just that we're older, and if to the young generation? I mean,
Froggy, I've got something to share with you. I got another picture coming soon about my new crafting that I've been doing. You're going to want to stay for this one. But go ahead, keep going. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Do you want me to just
today's generation?
Oh, does it mean just because we don't like the music, does it mean that it's not quality music? I mean, I
Think
don't
about
relate
this,
to it.
right? When your dad was listening to music and you were listening to your father's
loved it.
music, right?
Yeah.
Your dad had vinyl on. My dad had a cassette in the car. The stuff that I was exposed to was as classic legacy as it could be. It was Beach Boys. It was Marvin Gaye. It was Jackie Wilson. I mean, you Rolling Stones and Santana. Like, I mean, how is there any comparison to generationally how dumbed down the fucking music has gotten today?
Yeah, another F-bomb. It is dumbed down. There's no question about it. But my point is, it's in the art is in the eye of the beholder. That generation, to them, the music is really good. I mean, I used to drop ecstasy and go to clubs on the strip here, and it's trance music, and it's over and over again, and you're on drugs, and I thought it was great. So, yeah, Froggy's right.
It's 100% right. Yeah. Like this is what I equate it to. I used to do advertising for a living, right? I used to write songs that would accompany advertising ideas, and they would use my music to pitch. And sometimes the song would be bought, and sometimes it wouldn't, right? But I used to say this story that when I would be given a lyric that I had to write to, I will never forget. There was one of the ad agents said the slogan for this campaign is legendary performance, and I needed to write a jingle of sorts that included the hook that included legendary performance. And I said, listen, we could be sitting here having a civil conversation, and if I get up on the table, drop my pants, and fire a rocket in your nose, the only thing you're going to remember from that conversation piece, regardless of what I say, is that I farted in your face. Just because that negative recollection is going to be something you're going to remember doesn't mean that it's still a piece of shit.
Or not a piece of shit.
Correct, right? Like, and thank you, Froggy. My preparation H work was right on the hole. It was perfect, right? Like, it was a bullseye. But you know what I'm saying? Like, just because the music is, you're going to remember it because it's crap.
Let me ask you something. So, what feeling-wise, what's coming up for you around this revelation for you? This obvious like reality of okay, here we are as an artist, as a music manager, as a performer, as a writer. What's coming up for you around this? What's beneath you wanting to talk about this particular situation?
Because our audiences, and I believe you and I share a very similar audience in the music that we play, our audiences are forgotten about. This age group of 40 to 50-year-olds plus that had access to some of the greatest music, if not the greatest music on the planet. Our children and people that are in our world now are being exposed to like junk. So it's become acceptable, right? It's become
what about television? Television too did the same thing. I mean, it's all reality shows, and it's all getting people to cheat on each other. And I mean, Jerry Springer started it with the baby mamas coming out and like the cheating. And
when was the last time you saw a movie you loved?
Oh, recently. I've seen a couple of them.
Have you seen a movie as good as Scarface?
When you get to that level of art, I don't think there's a comparison play there. It's
Goodfellas or Titanic.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Gladiator 2 was pretty great, and I also thought Conclave was pretty great, and
I liked Conclave. I thought that was a brilliant
it's
film.
heavy content and well done movies. I mean, what here's an obvious thing. Look at how many redos they're doing. Like, good God, you're telling me there's not brilliant scripts out there that can be amazing movies that just aren't getting made. They want to play it safe and do remake something that's been done. And I thought Gladiator did a pretty good job
Yeah.
of doing a sequel, right? That's not an easy thing to follow, and the way they incorporated some of the first one into it was also kind of cool.
I haven't seen it yet, but I've
Oh,
heard
I'm
good
sorry. I'm
things.
sorry.
No,
Spoiler
it's good.
alert.
I've heard good things,
Yeah.
but I can't imagine that it's on par with the Russell Crowe original one. Is it? You think it is?
It's again. I would, if you don't compare it, I think you're pretty happy with it. But yeah,
It's true,
yeah.
right? It's so true, man.
Let
So
me ask
listen,
you this. Well, let me ask you this. Does this account for Froggy guesting? Because he's got a lot of time here. He's really engaging.
Michael, in all honesty, we've got 3 people watching, and he's
Do
one
we
of them.
have to-
And one fucking guy commenting tonight.
Hey,
Like,
Another
come on.
F-bomb, huh? Are you aggro today? What's going on with you,
Listen,
man?
let me tell you what I've been doing.
Did the meditation not help you?
No, I took my medication today.
What medication
And
are you taking?
I'm kidding. I don't take any medication.
You
but
should.
I've been thanks, buddy. I've been crafting to help with my emotional stability.
What are you crafting?
Let me show you. I took
what
a picture
medium?
of my latest board.
Okay.
I'm working in a multi-medium board, and I use a lot of different
Oh my God.
I use a lot of different mediums. So I'm using clay, I'm using wood, I'm using and this new craft board is to show dilation centimeters and the different centimeters of dilation, and to keep it accurate. We did use actual human hair, so it really is therapeutic, and I love how much that my energy levels are just skyrocketing, and my emotional status is quite
If you actually
normalized.
listen, that banana on a wall thing sold for 6.2 million. If you really truly did craft that and you were making those, you might have some money coming in from that. If people can get past I don't want to. It just was not that appealing to me, and obviously what it is.
What?
And I don't.
You've always been a certain fan of my art.
Yeah, the content of your art is kind of like the music chart list we just looked at. It's
What did you put together for us to talk about this week, huh?
nothing.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I'm left to fish. I put
Okay,
worms on hooks.
there's something that I've been wanting to talk to you about. So, and anybody can chime in on this too. But so if you had to pick one emotional fear, creepy dream, yeah, exactly. It's catching more than dreams. What's your biggest fear, man? And I don't talk about it. That's a physical one, but like in life.
What's my biggest fear?
Yeah.
I think probably the biggest fear is feeling like life would end without completing the journey, like being abruptly terminated, right? Feeling like life is now just going to be over, and feeling like you still had a lot more life to live. And
Well, you always will feel
fear.
that way. Then that's
maybe not. Like I read a lot of people, and I remember my grandmother. My grandmother passed the day before her 102nd birthday, and she literally was like, "I'm ready." Like, Lord, take me. I'm ready to go. And I think some people get are resolved, like that the time is up. And I think one of my biggest fears is like feeling like maybe I didn't get to do everything I wanted to do, and my time is going to be up. And
Well, since I've known you're constantly taking on new projects and constantly trying to move forward. That's an insatiable thing, right? It's like chasing the horizon. It's futile and ongoing.
And Patrick, thank you for sharing your fear too. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a big one. I think a lot of people have a fear of loneliness, and being alone and loneliness are two different things. And,
Yeah.
So how will you ever know that you've arrived? I mean, if the journey, you got to define journey too. Everybody says, "What are we doing here? What is this?" But so that's one that you'll have to keep walking through. But I don't see any end to that.
I don't either. Right. Like I hope, like, and I think about this from time to time. I think mortality creeps in every now and again, and I think you start realizing, at least I do at this age that I'm at, that it ain't gonna go on forever, and at some point in time,
I'm not a
reality's
parent.
gonna reality's gonna catch us all, right? Like
Well, nobody gets out alive, and I'm not a parent. I would think that as a parent, there would be a fear of your child being prepared without you, and that would be
Mhm,
scary. Especially you talked about sudden and it just going.
mhm.
My grandfather used to say that when you're done, it's black, it's done. You don't know any different. I don't know if I subscribe to that notion. I think that there's more after life, and I'm hoping there's consciousness and some type of awareness. I don't know. Um, but you live every day to its fullest and do the best you can. And if you have some regrets that you haven't done yet, you put them on the list and you get them done. So dying in a random hotel in Indonesia, not a bad spot, and someone having to cover my tab. Hey man, Kevin's getting ready to do a colonoscopy first of
Oh,
the year of the new year, and Brian, to you're covering your tab. When I got my colonoscopy, the nurse had to come out in post and say, "Could you get your husband? We can't get him to get
I'm
dressed."
gonna ask if we can do the podcast during my colonoscopy. I think that would be a really great time.
Let me know when I can finish my story.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I interrupt you?
Jesus.
Oh,
Oh, I see you're being an asshole there, Kevin.
oh,
Yeah, no, the nurse went out to get. Never mind, it's fine. I'm gonna just. So my biggest fear. Thanks for asking. No, it used to be. What about fear? Let's go to fears that you had that you faced and walked through is no longer a fear. You got one of those, a victorious story of something that plagued you growing up that you've now feel like is at bay, and how did you get through that?
no. I
So
have
what?
nothing to share there.
Oh, okay. So I had a tremendous fear of humiliation, being
Makes a lot of
embarrassed
sense.
in public, something happening to me where kids would laugh at me or something. I was just, yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one, Brian. Yeah. So I found that the solution for the humiliation fear is that humility, right? The difference between humiliation and humility is when we throw ourselves under the bus, when we admit our own weaknesses and shortcomings and disclose those things before anybody else can point it out. When somebody else points it out, then you're humiliated. And so that's how I've bridged that particular fear. I appreciate you asking. Um, okay, I like that. How much? Give the money up front. As I'm gonna go ahead and be the liaison for this money. Froggy, you need to. What do you want? 10 grand, Kevin? What's the number?
I haven't even thought about what we're gonna make a next Docksiders album yet.
Yeah, but I
The,
gotta
ro-
get him.
the first one sold so well that maybe we'll make another.
I gotta get him in the doctor's in the room surgery room while they're putting the camera up your sphincter.
Is that what they do in a colonoscopy?
Come on, dude.
What did I agree to?
You're gonna be violated. You're gonna be on great drugs, and you're gonna feel a little shame after.
Wow.
But I was so high
You
that I
felt you,
didn't.
you felt shame?
No, just that when I found out that I had my junk out, kind of what Froggy was talking about, like my tab was hanging out, and I said to Jolie the next day, I go, well, did it look okay? She's like, no, it was pretty small, So all the nurses are walking by and stuff.
Yeah. Froggy meant his bar bill, or the bill to the
Oh, his tab. Oh, I was thinking about his
the,
little tab. Like,
to
wow, did I miss?
the hotel bill.
And you
Yeah.
let me go all the way with
So
that,
I'm
man.
trying to figure out.
Oh, Jesus,
We
that's
have
so
this
funny.
interesting relationship where you always think I understand what you're talking about,
I
and then
do.
you
Yeah.
divulge something that I'm like, "What the fuck are you
Wow. Huh.
saying?" Just like this, I had no clue what you
Yeah,
meant.
that was bad. See, I'm
Yeah,
humiliated right now. You see how that
you're
is?
not
But I
humiliated.
but I don't give a shit anymore. So that's the difference. Uh,
I think you secretly still care.
no, I mean, come on. I'm not gonna lie. A little bit, yeah. Of course. Here's where I care. I care about the people in my life that I love and truly care about. I want them to think positively about me. I don't want to. I care about what they think. I don't want to hurt anybody. But most people, I could give a flying. Hey, here's my F bomb, Dora. I could give a flying about. So but of course, like I care about what my wife thinks. Who's that? Hey, boys and girls, look, I can't do it. Hold on.
Look, that looks like a dick ring for a Martian.
No, I'm Mickey Mouse. I can't get it. There it is. Hi.
Well, look at that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's an interesting piece of art you've created. I think we should go back to painting, though. I'm not sure. Where do they display something like that? Is it in the doctor's
It's in
room
a,
of the
no,
of the gynecologist or what?
it's in our hallway when you walk in the door now.
Did you get that off of eBay?
I made it.
Man, with an app with apples?
No, it's
Like
clay,
apples?
it's paint.
Dude, be honest right now. Did you really make that?
No, I was drinking some tea today, and I almost spit it out when I stumbled upon it on the internet.
Well, and
Gosh,
you
the internet is full of such entertainment. You should check it out.
you've actually been through that 3 times. Oh, by the way, you were talking to your son today. Is everything okay with Noah?
Who? My son Noah?
Weren't you talking to your son today? You told me
I was. Yeah, we had a really
everything good?
awesome. We had an awesome chat today. He wants to buy it. He wants a drum set for the holidays.
Oh,
So we had a conversation about like getting him like an electronic kit so he can play it in his apartment and not disturb a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And that was fun little conversation. I love this, Froggy. I'm all in. Like if the podcast falls on, if my colonoscopy and the podcast fall on the same day, I'm gonna tell the doctor, listen, as long as you let me have the camera up here on my face while you guys are doing whatever you're doing and we're chatting, why not entertain the audience of me doing a podcast under some sedation?
Which brings us to another thing. We have a question here. What are we doing? Are we doing next week? Is that happening? Christmas Eve. We haven't missed a week since we started this thing.
Why would we pause?
That's my feeling, but is it Christmas Eve? Is Tuesday Christmas Eve?
Listen, I say we have a podcast, and those that want to watch can watch, and those that don't can watch it later because it
Kinda
stays
like
up
now.
on our channel. You can watch any one of these episodes. You can go to Spotify, you can go to Apple Music on the podcast, and you can take us with you in the car too. How many people are doing that? We don't have an active audience, Michael.
No, we don't. And although we're grateful for the 4 people that are active, it also falls on New Year's Eve too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that too. Like,
Okay. So a little lavender
are
doesn't.
you going out on New Year's Eve? Are you guys doing anything?
I don't think so. Maybe there's an invite I got to talk to Joe about today. It's something with some people that I love, and not.
There you go. Okay, well then we'll pause on New Year's Eve.
No, we don't have to. It's not till later. It's not till 7, so we could. So, I listen. The stuff that we come up with
Patrick,
is.
we were looking at the Elise's 8-piece kit today. That's the kit that he was looking at. Thanks, man.
That's what Jack has at his house.
Yeah.
I've got the ATV and also the Fields. The ATV is in the closet. They're making some pretty good
Like
kits
you.
now.
What?
Yeah, in the closet.
Yeah. What did I say?
You said in the closet like you.
No, I didn't. I said, what's new?
Are you being honest, Kevin?
Oh, go rewind the tape.
I do. We'll check the tape. Let's check the tape.
Hey.
All right, good. Ask me a question and then hang up on me, will you? Come on.
You never told me what you wanted for the holidays.